Welcome back to the Green White Checker podcast. I am Picks by Fitz, also known as Andrew. I'm joined with Austin, Joe, and Zach.
Howdy.
There's not much to talk about this week. We didn't have that great of a NASCAR race, so we'll just go to F1.
Boring.
No, yeah, another drama-free week, as Ross put it.
Another Kansas race is amazing. I mean, we had two good ones last year, and we come back and easily the best race of the season.
Absolute banger.
I mean, even apart from the drama at the end, just great.
Yeah, we had action on the track, and then we had drama at the end, and I don't know. It was great all around.
I listened to Bianchi. I think he put it the best. The race was phenomenal. It didn't even need the Ross and Noah thing at the end. That was just the cherry on top of an awesome race.
I mean, I would say it didn't even need Larson, Denny either. I thought even up until that point, it was obviously the finish very fun, dramatic, but I mean, I thought even without that, it was just a great race all around.
What did the Gluck poll get? I want to look that up.
I think it was like around 94 yes whenever I voted on it.
It's 95-ish.
Imagine voting no on that race.
That's what I want to know.
You're a Kyle Larson fan.
Yeah, exactly. Kyle Larson fan.
Bitter Kyle Larson.
I mean, I even saw people say I was going to vote no until Denny won. Then I said yes because I don't like Larson. It's like there's so
93.3.
93.3.
Yeah. I mean, the racing just in general was great. It was the most lead changes in how long? Actual lead changes, not by the scoring
loops,
markers or whatever loops.
Mm-hmm. It was sorry, just on back to the Gluck poll real quick. It was number 9 race ever in the poll out of 274. Number 1 race on a 1.5. Number 3 intermediate race out of 90. Missed number 1 by 0.05%, and first 90+ race of 2023. Most of the other, it's Bristol is 4 of the ones above it. one Dega, 1 Glen, and 2 Darlingtons are the only races above it.
One Glen? Which Glen was that?
2018.
Probably that was Chase's first one, probably, right?
Yeah. Had 8,000.
Oh,
shut up, golly. I will say though, this race does have over 3,000 more votes than any other poll.
Wow.
So, what's that famous statistics where the more trials you have, the closer you get to the true result or science or whatever.
Right.
I don't know. It's up there.
Top 1.5. I mean, that's something to be proud of for NASCAR.
Oh yeah.
Just replicate Kansas now.
We're
gonna get
the racing was great. Yeah. Hey, I'm for it. I'll go to them. I wanted to go this weekend, and the girlfriend talked me out of it. So, yeah.
So she is packing her stuff.
Banger.
The ex-girlfriend.
Well, yeah. I think I talked her into going to Gateway though.
There you go.
In a couple weeks. So we're already going to the Indy 500. So it's.
Oh, that'll be fun.
The blacked out Indy 500 now.
Oh, don't get me started on that. But we'll stay on Kansas here, and then we'll go to the redacted car mistakes. I mean, obviously, we love the racing. There's still a problem with the aero. Denny, you could really see when he's trying to chase down Larson, he could not stay in, the same lane in the turns. Which kind of brings me to, did JJ Yaley purposely take Denny's lane away?
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah, little payback there, but Denny still comes out up on top. But I mean, I don't know really what else to say. We had guys losing it by themselves. We had tire fall off. This is what we've been asking for.
This is the race. This is it.
Yeah.
I mean,
we get tire fall off. You have a good race. It's as simple as that.
As Kyle Busch once said, if you don't like racing like that, don't even watch. I genuinely don't know what else you could from a race.
Yeah. And the next 2 tracks we go to are going to eat tires, so hopefully those are going to be bangers of a race too. And Darlington, there's a couple Darlington race polls that were.
And I think Darlington's supposed to be hot too, which is good.
Yeah,
I think that was something that helped Kansas.
Yeah, it's supposed to be pretty hot down here this week, so we got your hot temperatures down here in the Carolinas for you.
And maybe that's
track.
Maybe that's why the races leading up to this haven't been so great. Temperatures aren't that hot, so
the weather real
track
quick.
hasn't been hot, hasn't been slick, but now we're starting to get close to the summer months and it's heating it up, and they're losing grip.
And we can't forget the Xfinity race there is almost always a really good one too.
Xfinity race everywhere is a banger.
Yeah, that's true in general. Yes.
And so I mentioned this a couple episodes ago that it seemed like the schedule was kind of messed up because we went to, Martinsville, Bristol Dirt, Richmond, just all these short tracks. But man, we got some bangers now. We got, if we had Kansas, now we got Darlington. Then we're going to North Wilkesboro. Then we're doing Charlotte.
Hell yeah, baby.
I mean, holy shit.
And even Dover was.
This is awesome.
Yeah.
Dover was not
Dover.
half bad a race. Yeah. And quick circle back. It's going to be 93 on Sunday in Darlington. So it's going to be a hot one. That'll make for a great race. So drivers, be hydrated.
Yeah.
Don't stand out for driver intros for 30 minutes like George Russell in heaven.
God, so sad.
Oh my
George
God.
Russell's a crybaby, dude.
Imagine they put him through that.
No one's standing there for driver intros. Nobody brought him a water. Nothing.
Athletes. F1's
no one's told him. No one's told George Russell no his entire life, so gotta cut him a break.
I don't told any of those.
Did you guys watch the F1 race?
I watched the start just to see what would happen, and then that was it.
I pulled it up.
Yeah, I watched.
I had 2 screens up, and that's what I was watching all of them.
Yeah, I had 2 going, and I will say it was extremely boring, but those announcers are awesome.
Oh, they are.
Yeah.
They make those races.
Yeah, they do.
They're boring races, and they make it good.
Yeah, the pit strategy, the different tires for Verstappen versus everybody else, and it was just like, I don't know, they made it sound exciting, but you watch it really wasn't.
Yeah.
I mean, they're just proof of what a broadcast team can do for a race.
Yes.
And why Fox is so incredibly frustrating. It's because you can make a boring race really good if you know how to present it, and Fox just has no clue.
They make a race with 3 total passes good and watchable.
Yeah.
Because they make everything seem like it's like, the end of the world, and you want to tune in and see, oh my gosh, are they going to pit or not? They pit.
Yep.
Wild.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think, and I brought this up in our little podcast chat, I think Fox is out to destroy NASCAR.
100%.
And I went back and I looked at some numbers, and NASCAR really started losing viewership and fans and stuff like that in 2007. What happened in 2007? Fox signed a new TV deal, and we just kind of had this steady slope from then on, and we just kind of keep following it. Like, maybe it's time to move on from Fox. Let's get this new streaming service in and see where we're at.
Yeah. I mean, they certainly have an interest in NASCAR looking worse, because then that means they can negotiate for a lower price.
Yep.
So,
sure.
The motivation's there. And I don't know if anybody's aware of this, but corporations can do some pretty shitty things when there's a lot of money on the line.
What?
No way, really?
No way.
Trying to devalue NASCAR or make NASCAR look like, I mean, me and Joe were talking in chat today. We were talking about how F1 had the race on ABC and Fox had it on FS1, and I jokingly said, because we were like, what was even on main channel Fox? And I was like, I don't know, probably some dog show or some bullshit. Joe goes back and checks TV Guide, sure enough, it was a fucking dog show.
Yep.
So it's like, why are you not putting us on main Fox?
Right.
Barring some high-end event, like, I don't know, some other sports ball playoffs or something like very important.
Yeah, football, yeah.
I feel like if you're carrying the NASCAR races, you should make the best effort you can to have it on your main channel.
So next, I'm looking at the schedule. So the All-Star race at North Wilkesboro is on FS1.
See, that's such a why. Like, why would you do that?
And now I can't even think of I can't think of what other sporting event would be.
Is that on Saturday? That's on Saturday night, right?
No, it's Sunday. It's Sunday night this year.
Oh.
And there's no NBA and NHL playoffs are not on Fox. So
what time is it? What time is the All-Star race on?
All-Star Open starts at 5:30. All-Star race is 8.
You gotta get the 30th season of The Simpsons on. They have that on Sunday night.
I know. Yeah, so you got this week at Darlington FS1, All-Star FS1, and then it's Coke 600 Fox, Worldwide is FS1, and then Sonoma's Fox. So, but and I'll give them this because I'm looking at the schedule. So there are a lot of USA races versus NBC, but I don't know. It's just, but it is wild. It's like you have main Fox, and it's not football season, right? So you're not going up against football. Put it on main Fox.
I mean,
instead of the dumb dog shows.
I don't
No
know
offense. I love dogs.
I don't love dog shows; those are boring.
No, oh my god!
I want to know the dag ratings on the Westminster Dog Show or whatever.
Right.
I feel like somebody was looking it up already.
I'll check.
Yeah, someone pull that while I pull this. Here's my thought.
It's gonna be bad.
I don't know the details of these TV deals. I'm not claiming to be, even though we're never wrong on this podcast. But it's got to be something like, okay, our deal is X amount of broadcasts on main Fox, X amount on our affiliate network. So if I'm NASCAR or if I'm Fox, a regular All-Star race like North Wilkesboro out of the picture. Normal All-Star race, I'm not using one of my 5, 10, whatever main channel races on an All-Star race, on a non-points paying race. Now, with Wilkesboro, it is North Wilkesboro. I'd love to see that on the main channel because I feel like a lot of people are going to want to tune into that, especially the older crowd who probably doesn't have a very robust cable network. But, I don't know. I think that, like, just kind of in Fox's defense, I probably wouldn't be using one of the main broadcast like allocations to be a non-points race. You know what I mean? So that's just my devil's advocate little point there. But
so 7 of the last 11 races of the season, so starting with the Daytona night race for the cutoff race, and then all the playoffs are on
NBC.
main NBC.
Yeah.
And you also have to consider they're carrying football at that same time as well.
Right.
And
so they're finding time. They're finding time in NFL season to put us on main channel. Like what is going on in Fox right now?
I mean, not to mention too, they cut the post race. What they did, Larson showed the fight. Did they even show Ross or Noah interviews on the post race?
I think I saw.
I feel like they did.
Ross. I saw Ross was they immediately shoved a mic into his face, but that was it.
Lost Zach.
He lost Zach's camera.
Yeah, I mean, but I feel normally I feel like they do have a more robust post race, but they cut it to show USFL. I would love to see the USFL ratings too, because
we're back.
Like,
oh yeah,
I feel like Brian was over, and I was like, "Do you know anyone that watches USFL?" He's like, "No." Like,
there's 4 people.
Yeah, I mean,
5. Yes, 5 on Sunday because I forgot to turn my TV off.
Right. Yeah, I get it. Like, they were probably over time they had to cut, but I don't get it.
Speaking of slight tangent, are you guys? I'm not a sports ball guy. Are you guys interested in USFL? I think Drake kind of answered his opinion.
I could care less about the USFL.
I like the XFL more.
Like, I mean, can you buy into a second football series? Is like the NFL enough? Like, for me, it would be really hard to buy into like an alternate.
I mean, I have the Panthers and my college team, App State, but that's about it. And the only reason I would have watched USFL this year is because App State's quarterback was gonna play in it, and then he I forgot why he dropped out, but that would have been the only reason why I would have watched it.
Probably got a job offer at Burger King paying more money.
Yeah, honestly. But majority of people, they have their college team, they have their pro team. They could care less about minor league football, which is essentially what it is.
And they play everything in Alabama too, don't they?
Yes.
All their games are at the same stadium in Alabama.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's funky to me. I don't like that. I like the XFL.
XFL is fine.
XFL game. It's XFL's. I got like shit on my hat. XFL's a different breed. It's kind of a party fan base. It's weird.
Right.
And I follow the St. Louis Battlehawks, who lost their NFL team a couple years ago. And holy shit, I went to a game this year. It was crazy. Like, one of the best atmospheres of a football game I've ever been to. I'd put it right up there with a college game. So, I mean, the XFL has something there. The USFL, I don't care about. Like, I hate that they play all in the same spot. It's like, oh, we got all these different teams. No, they're all fucking Mobile, Alabama, right?
Yeah.
Just call it what it is, or wherever they play.
It's Birmingham or something.
Oh, Birmingham, you're right, yep. But, their viewership was 828,000.
Wow, that's surprising.
So,
This
was NBC's. This was NBC's.
Is that more than IndyCar? That sounds more like more than IndyCar.
It might be.
No, IndyCar was 1.6.
I wanted to show
Sundays, FS1 was 545, which you're switching to a non-cable, like, I don't know. You're going to FS1 versus Fox. I mean, it was NBC for the 800,000.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, that's more than what the XFL was getting. It was getting like 600-700. It's funny because they mention Saturday's USFL game had 2 million viewers. You know why it had 2 million viewers? It was on after the Kentucky Derby. People just didn't change the channel.
That'll happen. That'll happen.
So, yeah, I mean, I'm sure it was on at bars, and they just oh fuck, it's football, yeah. But I don't know. You don't take us off for Bush League football.
No.
You don't take us off for a dog show.
No.
Yeah, that's.
Some
you don't take us off for
golf. Feeling a Scottish Terrier's ball sack.
Yeah. Even
probably
even
for your producers,
even for golf,
they probably do.
The only major that golf or Fox has for golf is they have the U.S. Open, and I think that's way out well after the NASCAR window for them anyway. So it's not like golf is going to be interfering. Yeah.
NASCAR needs to be one of their top priorities, and we've seen over and over and over again, we're not. They don't take any care about the broadcast that they're showing us. The fact that after Daytona, they kind of put a little effort in changing the commercial breaks was surprising to me because they don't care. I think the only reason they're doing that is because it's a TV contract year coming up. So they're trying to show, hey NASCAR, we care. Look at what we did. We did this thing.
And you guys aren't getting the numbers.
Yeah. They're doing this on purpose, and I think they're trying to purposely kill the sport. And like Zach said, there's a reason to do it. They can get the TV coverage cheaper.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But tinfoil hat off a little bit. Like, if they get it cheaper but they already killed it, what's the point of getting it at all?
I mean, I don't think they want to fully kill it. I think they want to just make it, they want to tank it a little bit. Because they're probably arrogant enough to think that whatever damage they do, they can bring it back.
I guess.
And make their money
back. Back since 2007. So
I mean, I guess that's true. They haven't been able to. That hasn't stopped them from trying. They still keep going with their dumb bullshit.
Well, let's get back on the Kansas race a little bit more.
Yeah.
We had a lot of different guys up front.
Yeah.
It wasn't just, your normal, just Hendrick or anything. It was all of JGR. Every single one of them, it seemed like. You had all of the Hendrick cars except for the 48, who I don't think he led a lap. He did make an appearance in the 10, right? Maybe. But, I mean, we had McDowell up there. We had LaJoy up there. You had both the 23 XL cars up there. So, I don't know. It was kind of nice to see some new faces showing up at the top there.
So just to go back to our Fox thing real quick, I just looked up to see what they had on Sunday because they have the Darlington race on FS1. They have PBA bowling and USFL. USFL at 3 o'clock, followed by some Family Feud.
Oh, yeah.
I do love me some Steve Harvey. I can't lie.
Yeah.
Steve Harvey's fantastic.
I
don't mind getting kicked off for Steve Harvey.
I guess it's got to be part of the deal. Like, if NASCAR is only paying for, or if not, I don't know. If they're only paying, if Fox is only paying for X amount of, I don't know how it all works. Anyway, if they're only getting X amount of races on the main broadcast, they're not going to give them more just because they don't have anything else going on. They're still going to push that to the side. It's just sucks for sure.
It's just, you think like Darlington, they're hyping this whole throwback weekend and making it all, it's a special event, and then we're going to throw it on FS1.
Right.
Like, if it's just like a normal race, like even Kansas, I don't really have a problem with them putting on FS1 because in your mind, it's just Kansas. Like, there's nothing real special. It's just a race. So, I mean, putting that on FS1 is whatever. We just so happen to get an absolute banger. But, like, when you're trying to sell this Darlington, this big special event, this throwback, it's awesome. And then you put it on your second channel like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
It just seems kind of weird.
Yeah, I don't get the All-Star race.
I don't get that either.
Yeah, the All-Star race is the more puzzling one. That needs to be Fox.
Especially with again, if it was like if it was just at Charlotte again or something like that. Like if it was just something normal, I get it.
Right.
But the whole North Wilkesboro thing, you think you want to put that in front of as many people as you could.
Yeah, if it was at Texas, yeah, put it on like MTV or something. But
TV.
I'm actually curious. I'm gonna see what. We can see what is on for May 21st at 7. Let's see. LC 7 Fox. We got Bob's Burgers.
There you go. Animation domination, baby.
Yeah. So, oh boy, and USFL before that, and The Simpsons before that. So, man, really, really great programming there, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't think we've even mentioned it, but Denny Hamlin won this week.
He called his shot. He has been on fire since. Well, I wouldn't say on fire, but he's been getting hot because he did have a couple fumbles there. But he's definitely had speed since he called his shot.
Was that right before Dover?
What was before Dover? Was it Dega?
Dega.
All right, yeah, I think after Dega he called.
Or was it Martinsville?
Oh God.
I know. Now I'm kind of wondering, but either way, yeah, he said he's going to be great for the next 6 races, and
no, it was
he's
Dega.
been up there every one. It was Dega.
But you know what? He might have called it after the Bristol Dirt race because it was Bristol Dirt, Martinsville, then Dega. So he might have called it
Okay.
after Bristol Dirt.
He's coming on strong.
Mm-hmm.
So, he's he's got 49 wins now.
Coming. Oh yeah.
I knew it was coming.
I forgot you had that. Forgot you had that mapped. Love that.
He chased down Larson, and I mean, it was exciting to me. I was kind of surprised Byron didn't hold Denny up any more than he did. I don't think it would have made a difference because once Hamlin got past him, he flew up to the front, then got caught in the wake.
Do we
just battle that?
Do we think he would have got Larson if he didn't have to, touch him on the left rear? I think so, because he had a lot of momentum coming off it too.
Larson was in the wall by himself.
Yeah, so I think that would have. I think he probably would have won either way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Denny usually got a really good run out of 3 and 4 because you could see it, especially in the last 15 laps. Larson was loose. Back end was moving around a lot. So I think he would have got him.
I almost wonder too if Larson didn't try to block him when he came off the wall or something. Just because if you listen to the spotter comms,
100%.
He was like his spotter called him clear.
Right.
And if you look down that straight shot, the side shot looking from the front stretch, it does look like Denny took him out. But if you look at that straight on that straight on shot on the back stretch, you can see Larson pull out and come off the wall and sort of go down the track. So it's was he coming off?
He pulled out and came off.
Yeah.
Coming.
There it is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He 100% kind of tried to block him there.
It certainly looked like it. Then if you listen to the spotter audio and the spotter calling him clear for a second.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, he bounced off the wall. He knew he was going to lose a little momentum, and he tried to stop Denny's momentum, and Denny just happened to be there already. So, I mean, it is what it is. It was great racing. Denny didn't mean to wreck him.
No, I don't think so either.
No, absolutely not.
Denny was just giving him absolutely no room. That's all.
Should he have, right?
No, you're going for the win.
Lap.
Even Larson said that. I mean, he's he was side riding me super hard, like he should have been then, or we were doing all the whole time there at the end, or whatever he said. But yeah,
I mean, go ahead, Rick. Sorry,
I was just gonna say. I mean, you really can't blame Denny for being that close, and you can't blame Denny for the wreck at all because it really wasn't on him.
No, if Larson doesn't touch the wall, I think nothing happened.
Right.
Yep.
It's just.
So you guys want to hear a freezing cold take here?
Oh boy, here we go.
Lay it on me.
NASCAR should have penalized Kyle Larson for running the wall through 3 and 4 on the final lap.
I did see it. I did see a tweet about that. Yeah,
I saw some people.
I saw during the race. I was like, he's riding the wall.
That's it. Penalize him. I'm out of here.
Nah.
Yeah, I was watching it and it's just like, oh man, I want to say something, but I know it's a bad take. I mean, Larson finished second still, so I mean,
I think
can't really be too upset. If he would have finished dead last in the lap, I think he would have been a little more upset. But second place, it was a hard fought,
I mean, he has a win already. It's
right, and he has a win, and Denny doesn't, and these wins are super important. So
they sure are.
You gotta go for it.
100%. You turn the tables here and you put Larson behind Denny. He's doing the same thing.
Larson's wrecked tons of people.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
and that was a funny thing. Seeing all the Larson fans on Twitter, like, oh, this is so bad. Danny's such a dickhead. Like, oh, please.
Yeah,
right.
How many cars does Larson put in the wall?
for every car Denny's wrecked, every other guy in the field's wrecked 3. Everyone does it.
It's
except for me.
Yep.
So I'm not
I haven't
a
wrecked
cup
anybody.
driver. So
Nope.
That's true. Yeah.
I've done.
I've never once wrecked a cup car.
Yeah.
Fun fact.
That's true.
Let's see. We had Byron come back, finish P3.
Yeah.
You guys. Oh, speaking of Denny, though, real quick before you get, did you guys see Ross go up there and give him a little attaboy in victory?
Yeah, that was pretty.
Then he said on his podcast that he's starting to get a little soft spot for us.
Wait, where did he do this at?
Victory Lane.
Oh no, we didn't see it because we
No.
don't show that anymore.
We don't show that.
No.
Think about that. What cool moment. We heard all the angry Larson fans in the stands boo, so good for them. But yeah, we didn't see a cool moment like that.
Yeah, bring back Victory Lane, goddammit.
Yes, please.
But yeah, Byron came back, finished P3 after
What an amazing comeback.
horrendous start to the race. Yeah, he was 2-3 laps down, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how that keeps
that's unreal.
happening. I like it's. I feel like it's every week someone gets wildly screwed and then somehow comes back and finishes almost wins the race. It seems.
Yeah, who
Not
was
Kyle
it
Busch.
earlier in the season? Wasn't it Kyle Busch though?
I don't know. I'm just thinking about Dover. Like he got a lap down and then he ended up finishing 3 down.
I mean, I guess this last race had so many cautions there in that one stint that
it's true.
Yeah,
I think a lot of guys caught it lucky because they stayed out, got the wave around, they got a caution right after, so they just pit then, so they didn't really lose anything.
Yeah.
So I think you have a lot of situations like that especially when there's that many cautions.
Yeah, that's what screwed Kyle at Dover. It was like he got put a lap down, and they never had any cautions apart from stages after that. So yeah, that certainly helped. But I mean, still the comeback. Well, and I guess Byron's car was handling like shit too. That's why he was in such trouble, I guess. So, for them to work on it and get it adjusted to the point where he could fly back up to the field, get to P3, that's pretty wild.
Very true.
That's some.
Yeah.
I forget which one. I think it was DBC. They said that's some Jimmy Johnson, Chad Canal stuff, and I think that's right. Jimmy Johnson and Chad Canal that.
Yeah.
Who's Byron's crew chief again?
And make it up.
Is it Rudy still?
I think so. I think that's right.
Yeah, I can't remember off the top of my head.
That sounds right.
Yeah.
Well, we got anything more in Kansas?
I mean, the fight. Did we really talk much about the fight? I mean,
we did not.
I mean, you got if someone asks me. I mean, obviously you have Gregson. The situation on track didn't seem that extreme, but I know they've had a little bit of fighting, a little bit of
from Talladega.
Yeah, a little bit of disagreements before, so I think it's more a culmination of that. On top of that, I mean, Ross did admit he got tight, but he left him some room, but it did throw No off his line. If you're coming on a run, you adjust your line, and then it's not like you just go boop boop, and then you're right back to it. It's like your momentum's now shooting you out to the wall. So, I get it, but I don't think it was egregious. It's not the worst thing Ross has done, but obviously without all the rest of their history and Ross being Ross and his history alone, it comes up, tries to give him a little what for. They have a discussion, and then Noah grabs him. No push policy, and boom, right hook. Noah's coming back with a mean one, and that guy grabbed his arm just in time.
Freaking security guard, dude! You gotta let him hockey fight. And
I know, man.
Well, the thing is, NASCAR
no one needs to learn how to fight. What the fuck?
You don't just grab a guy and not expect to get hit. That's you don't push. I mean, what happened when? Was it? I want to say it was Joey pushed Denny or something. I don't know why that's what's coming to mind. This is a while ago.
At Martinsville? Was it the Martinsville one?
It might have been. He put in Denny's if you push a guy, you're starting it it's kind of free game at that point. You've started the fight.
I think one of Joey's crew members grabbed Denny and ripped him back.
Yeah, something like that.
And that started that whole conversation. Right. I think that guy got suspended or some shit.
Yeah, if you place a hand on me like that, you got to expect I'm gonna swing.
Right.
Yeah. And that's the thing we know too is dude, you knew what you were gonna do. You were gonna maybe talk to him a little bit and then maybe fight him.
See, I
gotta get the first punch in. You can't.
I think Noah wanted to put a show on. He wanted to go over there and
for sure.
make a show of it. It's really funny. My favorite part of the whole thing is Chase Elliott walking by and saying, "Somebody's got to do it." Why don't you go do it, Chase?
Yeah,
no, not me.
I mean, I think
somebody else got to do it.
Didn't it was kind of weird the different angles we saw of it happening later on. Which kudos to NASCAR Social for being right there when it happened. We had 2 or 3 different angles there. But like the way it started was kind of weird to me. Noah was like kind of sitting on the wall, and then the filming starts, and then he stands up and walks away. Like obviously, I'm sure it's edited, like I'm sure it's cut down, but it's like, why did he choose that moment? Maybe Ross had just kind of gotten out of his car and he was waiting for him, and it just got to a point where he could go up and talk to him. But like, I feel like he was waiting for a good maybe for the start finish line interview to end, so then he could get up and go and like get more camera time on it. But I agree, it definitely seemed like he was doing a little bit of an act on it, and then the consequences of his actions came and punched him in the face.
I think I heard someone say, I believe it was DBC, that Ross, when Noah put his hand on, Ross immediately grabbed Noah's right hand, like to kind of
control.
Like, hey, I know what's happening here, so I am controlling. I don't want to get right hooked. I want to be the one to right hook.
Smart.
And then the freaking security guard freaking had to get in the way, man. That could have been an all-time NASCAR fight, I think.
Did you see Larry Mack's shitty take saying about how, this ain't hockey? And he's saying like they shouldn't fight because I guess he was responding to everybody saying we should have hockey rules. Well, this ain't hockey. Well, this isn't like other sports. So we always try to make NASCAR other sports. Now all of a sudden we don't want to make it another sport. Like, and the thing is,
we don't want to make it too entertaining.
Like, this is where NASCAR needs to pick a lane. Do you want to allow some amount of fight? I mean, how many times have we seen that 73
they're
fight?
Gonna use it. They're going to use it in commercials for the rest of the time.
Absolutely. So if you want to let that stuff happen, have some sort of ground rules like hockey where all right, you can go at it, no crew members get involved. Once you guys hit the ground, it's done. Or have the security guys step in as soon as Noah goes to grab him, so there's no fight to happen at all. Because, like, I mean, if you want
one in that case,
but I mean, which lane do you want? Do you want to have a little scruffle, or do you want to have nothing? Like, I feel like you kind of have to. Because I would have liked to see Noah at least have a swing at him.
He tried. He got stopped mid cock.
Right. Like, where was that? What?
Mid what?
He cocked back. I hate you guys.
You said it.
Coming.
There it is.
Oh, yeah.
Gosh. I mean, I don't know. Like, we talk about that's too many rules at that point. Like, I mean, if we're going to instill hockey rules, then that's still a rule on a fight. Like, do we really want that? Like, I don't know. It's kind of like
I think it's just you don't intervene. You just let it go until they hit the ground. That's it.
I don't know. I mean, I feel
honestly, we're NASCAR fans. We're gonna bitch no matter what happens. I mean, look back.
I voted no in
that
race. I thought the race was horrible because Michael McDowell didn't win.
Yeah.
So
yeah, huh?
Both of my drivers wrecked out like within 2 laps of each other.
I voted no in every race except for the 2020. Was it one Daytona 500?
2021. That doesn't even remember the year. True fan, huh?
I knew it was in 2020 because that was Ryan Newman year, but.
Yeah,
well,
that was
Atlanta last year when LaJoy got wrecked, he's made multiple accounts to vote no.
Oh, yeah.
So
that's true.
Yeah, I'm actually the reason Gluck switched the poll to Google for a little bit. So
they're not Russian bots. It's just Austin
just
here
me.
getting.
I think it was around that time that Drake was trying to learn Python, so I'm sure he had some sort of coding.
It's related to Tarkov. I called up some Russian buddies.
So with the Gregson fight, though. I found it a little interesting.
Oh God!
The cheek divider, dude.
I was waiting for that one to be relevant. Drake made it happen. I didn't think it would happen.
What the hell?
Your guitar's playing itself here.
Dude, I can get out, Joe. Call an exorcist.
Was that my guitar? Did y'all hear that?
Yeah. What just happened?
If it starts playing Stairway to Heaven, you better fucking run.
Or Highway to Hell would be even worse.
Honestly, I want to know what happened because it definitely did. Okay.
It's probably the tension on the strings and it like.
I mean, I guess it's been abnormally hot, so I guess maybe.
Yeah, that's all.
That was
definitely not a ghost playing your guitar.
No,
they're just like, oh.
Did it suddenly get really cold in that corner? I think that's where a spirit is.
We'll watch the film back. We'll see if we see any weird light changes or anything.
So 34 minutes. 34 minutes. We got to run back the clock.
Yeah, exactly.
So, what I found interesting with the fight, and maybe it's just a coincidence and me just thinking too much into this. So, Legacy Motor Club, I think I said that right, announces they're going to go to Toyota, right? So they brought up after Talladega how Gregson and Chastain are both in, I think it's Josh Wise Team Chevy workout program.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well, they were.
now
They were.
yeah, exactly. They were. So
Not
now
anymore.
Gregson doesn't have to worry about that because he's probably not going to the Team Chevy workouts anymore. So maybe this is where he's just like, this is what I'm going to do it. I won't see him anymore. Let's go for it.
Well, I don't know if he was still going to him, but I can tell you after the fight, he's not going to him.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
He definitely had an email Monday morning saying, "Yeah, don't bother."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any more thoughts on this
I mean,
fight?
I thought again, I literally tweeted last week. I was like, I'm tired of these guys, just or whatever it was, like a week ago, 2 weeks ago. Like, I'm tired of these guys just talking. And it's just, I like Ross, but I was sick of all these guys saying someone needs to do something about him. He needs his butt whooped, Brandon Poole. And it's like, okay, do it.
Do it.
Like, I didn't see it after the race on pit lane, so I'm glad someone actually went up and did it. Again, as a Ross fan, that was good, especially with. But someone asked me and Joe in a group text that we're in, like, what'd you think about the fight? And I said, it was like the pot fighting the kettle. It's like, how many times has Gregson gotten into fights because of his horrible driving?
I don't know if
not
Greg's
even
really
horrible, just overly aggressive. And then, so it's like, you know.
He don't really have the high ground in that one.
Nah, he's not afraid to fight. So, you know, he wasn't afraid to get in there.
Well,
but,
he's not afraid to get punched in the face, because don't forget Daniel Hemrick.
yeah, that's a good point. Maybe not fight. He's not afraid to get punched in the face, because that seems to be his MO when he tries to get into fights. So, I'm not.
Yeah, but I just to add on to that, I saw two different guys not take Ross's shit Sunday, and that was Noah and Kyle did the same thing. I guess Ross was racing him a certain way. Kyle didn't like it, so he just fucking doored him. Like, there's no waiting, no waiting weeks for it, nothing. Just fuck you, I'm gonna hit you.
Yeah.
So I don't know what happened between the two, but you know, Kyle was pissed and he wasn't gonna sit around and wait for weeks. Like, oh, somebody needs to hit him. He just doored him. Like, that's what you gotta do. And I don't think they had a problem the rest of the race.
And that's what Kyle Busch is known for, and I mean, that's kind of why I like Kyle a little bit.
Oh, you gotta love
because he's not afraid to do stuff like that. You know, when he was a little bit younger, he was a little,
overzealous,
a little rough. Yeah,
he was a little more, excitable.
And again, I'm not a Kyle Busch fan, but I've been known to say I think he's the best driver right now.
You know, it's a Kyle Busch fan.
When did you get that one?
Zach, cue up the soundboard.
Do what?
Said, you know who else is a Kyle Busch fan? Joe. Joe, what do you think about? What would you say you think about Kyle Busch?
Yeah, I love Kyle Busch so much.
Yeah.
I just such a big fan.
Wow.
Did I say that? Are we sure that
you literally
happened?
just said it, Joe. Why are you going back on your statement? You just uttered.
That's wild. That's insane. I never. Wild, weird.
AI these days, you know.
AI, yeah.
Yeah, deep fakes, dude.
Did y'all hear about that scam that people are either it's actually happening or people are talking about happening where they get AI to make it sound like it's a family member calling in distress and to send the money or something?
Yeah, my brother was telling me about
Seriously?
those. Yeah, it's crazy.
It's wild.
Or like you got arrested or in a car wreck or something like that.
Right.
Dude, AI is gonna get fucking wild. I was just talking to somebody about this today. Like, it's gonna get nuts.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
How are you gonna be able to prove anybody said anything in like 10 years?
I know.
Hey, man.
It's gonna be crazy.
Elon and Gates were both warning them a couple years ago, saying, "Hey, you need to regulate this," and they're like, no, it's fine."
Yeah, we'll be
all of our takes will not be us. It'll be AI.
Yeah.
Oh man, I could get an AI to do the podcast for me. I'm in.
Save time. Cool.
But I will say Noah's swing was the slowest thing I've ever seen. Like, the biggest windup, and I really wish the Golden Jacket guy wasn't there.
Oh, I know.
Just
that would have connected. That would have been would have been nuts.
I mean, then let him go punch for punch and then stop it. But that's me.
Or just go up and punch the guy and don't give anyone the chance to break you apart.
I like that too.
That's the thing is when you go up and grab the guy, everyone's then high alert. Like, okay, someone's getting ready to swing. So then Ross does it. Or you
sit right next to him for however long. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of like you said. Maybe you just wanted to show, but go up there and punch him. Don't make him throw the first punch.
Right.
How about Darlington, guys?
Excited for it.
Pump.
Throwback weekend. Zach's loving it.
Hate I can't make the trip this year, but it's gonna be gonna be a good one. I'm excited to. Hopefully, I know Byron won't do anything, but in my dreams, he gets Joey back.
After
won't,
last year's
but
little
Shenanigans.
last lap incident.
He had a
Was it
whole
last lap
year.
or was it 2 laps to go?
Two.
It was going to 1 lap to go in turn 3.
Okay.
Yeah, happened right in front of Drake and I.
Yeah.
It was a pretty shitty move in my opinion. Like
It was. Joey probably would have got him anyway.
Yeah,
I mean,
100%.
You know, jeez.
He didn't want to leave it to chance of Byron putting him in the walls, so
I was all right with it.
yeah, you would be big
Yeah, why
Logano
not?
fan over there.
Yeah.
Didn't
I don't
deny it.
hate. I'm not a Logano fan, but I don't hate him as much as I used to.
I'm not a big fan. He gets on my nerves. Just something about him.
It's not a
the
big
hair
team.
plugs. The hair plugs.
Hair plugs. He doesn't. Yeah. So, but what are our kind of top few throwback schemes that we're liking? I know.
God.
I think unanimously we like the Trackhouse ones.
I think we can just say all of Xfinity is awesome.
man.
Absolutely.
I don't think I saw a bad one in Xfinity.
All
Sam
those-
Mayer's. I love the old Kurt Busch Sharpie one.
I agree.
That's my favorite.
I'll always have a soft spot for the 2001 Dale Jr.
That is a
scheme,
good one,
so
Andrew.
The 10 is.
I think
The Hut Strickland number 8.
for RCR, for Xfinity, I'm loving the RCR cars.
Yeah, those are
the
good.
2 and the 3.
Yeah, they're really awesome.
Yeah.
It's kind of
I need
funny
to-
because the 2 and the 21 specifically. I didn't even see the 3. Oh, there's the 3.
Ty Dillon in the 3.
The 2
Oh,
and the
yeah.
21 are the ones I was talking about. They're phenomenal.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, the Xfinity's got some great ones. I mean, we even have a Herbie car.
Yeah.
Who saw that one
That's
coming?
fun. Yeah, that's a little. I will say
Oh, what's his name? Riley Herbst. I might get that diecast.
Ken
that's
Block.
it's a really good throwback. I hate it.
I wish
Riley
more.
Herbst.
I wish there
but-
was some more Ken Block love in the
Oh,
throwback.
absolutely.
Yeah, that
I will
thing's
have to say
gorgeous.
before we recorded, Zach messed around with a couple because if you know me,
Couple cup cars.
couple cup cars because there's so much blank space, and I'll write your name on a lot of these cars, especially the 20. And Zach messed
Is that
around.
another Taylor Swift reference?
Yes.
Jesus Christ, Joe.
Joe's in Nashville this weekend.
For all the ladies that listen to the podcast.
That's like the
Zach-
fourth
He is
one
single.
today.
He is single, ladies.
Yeah, I am single, so hit me up. No, but Zach moved back the number 20, and you just moved the contingency sponsors where they should be, and it's a better paint scheme by 10 miles. Same with the 24. I just wish they had the freedom to do it at least for throwback weekend. It would make so many of these schemes so much better.
The 21 did it right. Like they used all that
Yeah,
space.
that's
and it
a
looks
good
phenomenal.
space usage.
It's still
I agree.
like it's a good looking scheme, but I'm looking at it now and you see they have the original 99 above it, and the number being in the middle of the swoop, aggravating to me.
Yeah.
Now,
I think
Yeah.
Joey's is pretty good.
The number was kind of leaned back too on the 99 versus the 21. That'd be my only.
Yeah, they are tilted. It's a different font
Right.
and everything.
They
Also,
use the
the towers.
space right, and I think it looks great though.
also we're not
The
getting
30
1, not 2, but 3 Dale Jarrett throwbacks this weekend.
Yeah, it's the gaggle.
Is it?
Dale
Yeah.
Jarrett
What is
weekend.
it? Is there something significant about
I'm
Dale
glad,
Jarrett?
I'm
this
glad
year
it's
that I
happening
don't know?
because I feel like he's never gotten much love in the throwbacks. I kind of wish they were throwing back like the quality care forward schemes a little bit more. Not all 3 of them doing the UPS.
UPS.
But I mean, I guess if you're, at least for Ross, if you actually have UPS as the sponsor on board, it makes sense. But for what is it, Ricky and
47
and-
Carson Hocevar.
Hocevar.
yeah, it's like
Got a grilled cheese sandwich on the 47.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many schemes you could like. His Batman scheme would have been sick to throw back to. Arnold Palmer would have been cool. Obviously, I know a lot of this is probably up to the sponsor.
Did you see?
Cool.
And hey, Ryan Newman's. That's
Yeah,
also
Ryan
some
Newman throwback was
NASCAR
sick.
news.
Yeah.
Ryan Newman getting in a Rick Ware car for a
51.
few races, so
Yeah.
he'll be even hard. He's already hard to pass. He'll be even more impossible to pass.
Can you imagine him
unless-
blocking like he always did?
Yeah,
Putting
God.
Rick Ware
Unless-
car.
At Darlington.
Yeah. Oh god.
Unless I hope maybe like Stuart Haas or Penske kind of helped him out a little bit He deserves a little bit of love.
I'd imagine it's not a standard Rick Ware car.
No, it can't be.
Yeah, I'd like to see him with a little bit of Stuart Haas help there.
Yeah, that would be ideal. Yeah, but overall, I think one of the better throwback scheme year at least. And even the 38s is really good too. It's that Barbasol car. That's
I'm trying to figure out why Gilliland's running an Elton Sawyer throwback.
Yeah, I don't know the connection there.
Yeah, I was a little confused on that.
I think my favorite is probably Jones's.
Oh yeah,
I just love the renders.
I'll say the concept art is my favorite.
Yeah,
it looks phenomenal.
Just slammed.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean that blue. You see that petty blue, and it hits different, right?
Oh, yeah.
Suarez is pretty good too.
I think my most popular scheme on trading paints, out of like the 5 that I've done, is one that was for the Gen 6, but it was that same Richard Petty scheme, like just the blue, obviously the Thunderbird or whatever scheme.
Yeah.
And it was the easiest scheme I've ever made in my life, and it's gotten like the most favorites and stuff out of any scheme. Classic trading paints. Anyway, I thought it was kind of.
That's how they do. Fucking matte black. New
Carbon
car
fiber.
comes out, just matte black, and it gets 400 fucking downloads.
Yeah. Got 6 people racing it still, and 23 favorites on this one, which is big numbers for me. This one's numbers.
Watch out, Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
What am I most?
I don't want to hear it, Zach.
It's not that many.
Actually, my cookout truck is better numbers than that. 8 people racing it and 32 favorites.
One of my LMP2s has 90 people using it and 138 favorites.
Nice.
Nice.
I will say this: Chase Elliott's throwback is the most Chase Elliott car I've ever seen.
I mean,
let's do a throwback. We'll make it red. We'll do one of these 9 red.
In his defense, it is exactly like the throwback. So
yeah, the number's in the same spot.
It's hard to mess that up.
Yeah.
It was red. It had a white 9 with the swooshes on it.
Red and the Evernham number. Yeah.
Love there you go.
Numbers on there.
Yeah, I mean that's the scheme pretty much.
Yeah. So. Yeah, I guess boring chases, boring paint scheme. Go ahead, let me have it.
I can't believe RCR went so hard in Xfinity, but they don't have any throwback to Cup.
Well,
have they announced theirs yet?
Do what?
Has RCR announced their throwback yet, or
I'm assuming they haven't announced anything, so I'm assuming at this point they're not doing it.
Probably doing it in the fall like you're supposed to.
Yeah, maybe.
Because I know Wood Brothers did it They did the fall last year.
Yeah, Kyle's running Lucas Oil, and I haven't heard anything special about their paint. I just know he's running that sponsor.
Yeah, I just checked their Twitter. I ain't got nothing up for that. That's weird.
Nope.
Interesting.
Oh, they had the pickleball courts at Kansas.
Yeah, they did. I saw that.
Yeah.
Pickleball.
Took out some stands and put in a pickleball court. It's kind of weird to me, but hey, if that's what the fans wanted. I don't think I'm going to play pickleball, but that's me.
And an NASCAR, yeah. Something to do for the fans.
I mean, maybe if you're doing like a double header, you get Xfinity and truck in the same day, and you're there for a couple hours. But I don't know. It's weird to me.
I agree.
What do you guys think we're going to see this weekend at Darlington? You think we're going to keep the tire fall off and possibly do some great racing?
I mean, that track eats tires, so I don't see why not. And the 2 races last year were really good, especially being there in person for both. It felt fun, and obviously Hendrick is known to have their engine troubles there, but
don't talk to me about engine troubles at Talladega.
Yeah, that's true. As long as the tire fall off's there, I expect it to be a good race.
Yeah. So I forgot what I was gonna bring up now. I had something to talk about what Joe just said.
Zach won back-to-back NIS races last week.
I did do that. Woot.
Anybody want a cat?
No,
I'm good. Thank you.
Dude, this thing is fucking freaking out.
I see it.
Yeah. Like he's been just off to my right. Now he's in camera shot. But oh yeah, that's what I was gonna mention. So wasn't it Darlington last year where the TV broadcast was absolutely horrible, but you guys were saying it was a great race in person.
For the spring race, it probably was a spring race because that was Fox.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, both races
I feel like
in person were great.
I feel like that's pretty much the MO for anything that they go to in person versus what we watch on TV.
Right, yeah, like
Except the
baseball,
I remember
football.
The last Coke 600, I feel like.
Well, I
was
remember
really
you
good.
guys. I remember there was one Coke 600 where you guys said it was pretty good in person.
I think
and
it was the last
dreadful on TV.
The last Gen 6. The last
2021?
Gen 6 one. The one Kyle Larson won, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just Fox is just so.
And again, and this is another random stuff. They keep doing them damn side by sides under caution. Like what the hell? It's not hard to do those during green. I don't know. There might be some contract thing there, but hot damn, dude. But back to Darlington.
They are dreadful.
Yes.
How about favorites? We got any favorites for Darlington? Who do you think's going to run well?
Well, Larson and Reddick come to mind.
Yeah, if the Hendrick engines don't blow up, those boys. Or Chase.
I think
feel
Kyle will do good.
Yeah.
Kyle's
Yeah,
good.
Kyle and a
Bush.
Bush and a Chevy is going to be dangerous there for sure.
He was looking really good in the fall race,
And
and
then
the 8 car
created.
finished second in the spring race.
Mm-hmm.
So Randall Burnett knows how to set up a car there, so I'm sure they'll do okay.
Wait, wasn't-
assuming he doesn't get a speeding penalty like he's been getting every fucking race.
Wasn't the race where Kyle parked at the last spring race like on pit road, and then the fall race his engine blew up like right after Truex?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
That was a hell of
Because
a
the year before, I think it was
Second couple years
2021.
ago.
Well, I think it all started in 2021. He had a damaged car, and he was going into pits, and he went through that one like entranceway that had cones in it, and he got like a $50,000 fine for like endangering people or some bullshit.
Oh, because he sped through because he was just mad. And he was like, "I need."
I mean, he didn't speed through. I think he was going pit road speed.
Right.
Yeah.
He just
and
drove
then
right through.
And then last spring, he's like, "I don't want to get fined again, so I'm just gonna park it."
You just
Yeah.
fucking parked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was awesome. You just let
Oh,
it sit there.
man.
I
I
mean-
just remember when he blew up last fall, the crowd went insane. And
Yeah.
it was like
Yeah,
they're like,
seriously.
"Oh, they're under caution," and then turn 1, Kyle Busch blew up, and we're like, "Yeah, screw you, Kyle."
Dude, that is what blows my mind about this RCR transition. Like that specific moment is you listen to the crowd boo for Kyle when his engine blows up versus now that he's with RCR, like he doesn't get the boos he did. Like I mean, he
No,
won
no, not at all.
he won Talladega and Fontana and people are cheering for him. Like it's such a weird moment as a Kyle Busch fan seeing this transition.
It's the number 8.
I see
Yeah.
more number 8 cars in iRacing officials than I see Chase Elliott schemes now.
I see the 3.
Yeah.
No joke.
I see the 3 one a lot.
The 3-2 one is very good.
See a lot less M&M's paint schemes.
You sure do. Oh yeah.
So
I don't think I've seen one this year or recently, at least.
Well, I mean, they're not in the sport anymore, so fuck them.
well, I don't know. I'm excited, especially after the last mile and a half. Now we're going to Darlington, which usually the track's designed to put on a show, right?
Dude,
Right.
it's just the month of May. Month of May is
Yeah.
my favorite time as a motorsport fan.
Just
Look
a
at this.
great
yeah.
schedule. We
The
got
stretch
Indy
race we
500.
got in NASCAR. You got Joe, you're right. The Indy 500. You got Monaco, which I know isn't the greatest race, but I love.
It's just
That's where I feel like the
triple
event
header.
of Formula One versus
Yeah.
the actual racing product.
You wake
I love
up, you
yeah,
got
Monaco.
Monaco, you eat your lunch over Indy, and then you got the Coke 600.
Ah,
It's just
so
great.
good. Such a good
Yeah,
day.
My-
such a great day.
and I tell Lindsay every year, like, don't bother me. Don't bother me.
Yep.
We're watching racing today. I
I
will
might
spend time with you Friday, Saturday, and Monday. Sunday, race day.
Oh yeah,
Sorry.
I might actually skip church to watch Monaco this year. We'll see.
I'm gonna go Saturday night.
You also forgot
There
the
you
Kentucky Derby. You're a big fan.
Yeah,
of
they
that,
had the
sure.
Kentucky Derby. Yeah, I tuned into
I'm
that.
not a fan of horse abuse,
I
so
did.
you know.
Watching midgets on horses.
Hey, F1 had a race apparently. Allegedly had a race on
Hardly.
Sunday too.
Calling it a race is a stretch.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Matt-
brutal.
Hey, Max won, shocker. So moving on, and that was talking F1.
I will say, it was great strategy for him to win, but other than that, just what a boring race.
A
I will
stinker.
say the introductions for the drivers, that was amazing.
They were
Yeah, those are
painstakingly
cool.
long, according to George Russell.
It's horrible.
Yeah.
George Russell can.
He couldn't be
suck
bothered.
it.
It says,
Yeah.
This
God
is tough.
forbid. Man, these guys are soft.
I know.
F1.
And then Gunther had the take that in a few years F1 ratings will take over NASCAR and
Yeah,
in
get the
America.
fuck out
I'm
of
like,
here.
buddy, I know you work for Haas, but you don't
Listen.
understand NASCAR like you think you do, bud.
It's all
The whole
drive to survive.
It's absolutely the whole
Yeah.
boom of F1 right now.
Yeah.
It's all around Drive to Survive. It's not going to take very long for people to figure out that you
The
know
racing
what
sucks.
that show is a lot more entertaining than the actual racing
Yeah.
Yeah.
product is.
Yep.
But I mean,
Absolutely.
obviously, it's just in general, like, golf has the full swing, and people are all about golf. Like, went to Wells Fargo at Charlotte. That's Charlotte's annual golf tournament. It was bumping. There are a lot of people there. So
I think more people can get into golf though, because like
and obviously it's
you and I
different.
can go golf. Like I don't
Right.
golf, but you guys go play golf. I've
Right.
heard Drake talk about it. Like so. I think you can like relate to it, right? Like I can go
Right.
out and play this, and so that kind of helps
can't
draw
go-
you in.
Yeah, you can't go drive an F1.
You know what? You know what I think changed golf for a lot of people was the waste management.
Oh
whatever.
yeah, I want to go
When-
to that so bad.
I can't remember if it was a hole-in-one or just a long putt that somebody made. And when they made it, the stands went wild. Like, I don't think
it's
I've
the-
ever
it's the
seen
hole-in-one.
anything like that. Was it
It's
a
the hole-in-one.
hole-in-one?
Yeah.
It's like the
Oh my
16th
God.
hole or something, and it's
Yeah.
it's like stadium. Yeah. So
Yeah, it's stadium,
insane.
and you just see like beers and just everything flying. Everybody's jumping up and down, and
insane.
screaming. Like, I've never seen anything in sports like this, and it's golf. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, the
It's
ball in the hole, yeah. Like,
All right.
it was amazing. And I honestly, ever since, I've watched a little bit of golf here and there, and the whole dynamic seems to have shifted more towards that. And I think it's more appealing to your everyday sports fan now.
And I'll make another point on that too, just because we brought up golf. Denny was saying on his podcast that he because obviously Denny's a big golfer, and he had a FedEx event with Rory, and he ran into the PGA commissioner, and the commissioner knew him. He's like, "Hey, how are your NASCAR negotiations going?" And then it was like, "Oh, meh." And then the golf guy was like, "Oh, just like we literally just put the focus back on the players, and we're booming right now." So if NASCAR can do that, who knows if they will? Then
I mean,
NASCAR's back.
I retweeted. I think you saw it, Joe. There was like an old NASCAR commercial, but it was like highlighting Kyle Busch. It's like that's the kind of thing we need for these drivers. Like I'm convinced there's two very simple things that NASCAR needs to do to really get their ball rolling as far as get momentum around their marketing, and that is promote the drivers. Number one, and number two is come out with a good yearly release video game. I think those two things alone could do massive things for NASCAR.
Yeah,
you
that
want.
commercial. Go ahead.
We have all of our eggs invested in Chase Elliott because he just so happens to be everybody's favorite. It's like it's great to have a superstar like Chase. It's great to have a fan favorite, but you don't want to make him into something that's bigger than the sport itself. Like you don't want a single driver being a conversation of, well, is this why your ratings are so low? Like even the fact that Chase Elliott effect was a conversation is a problem in my eyes. That means that we don't have enough diversity in our fans. Like I mean, like they're not pulling for enough different drivers. Like it's just we're all focused on Chase, and then we have 18,000 commercials. I was this close to blocking NASCAR's account because of all the tweets about Chase is back at Dega. Chase is back at Dega. Like if they would have kept that shit going the week after Dega, I was gonna block them because I was just so tired of seeing it. Like let's see some attention for other people. Promote Bubba. I mean, Kyle's a legend. You don't need to really promote him. Promote some of these young guys. I don't know, William Byron. He's an amazing talent. Promote him. Promote Corey LaJoie more. Get people invested in these drivers that maybe they don't hear all the time, or they don't get a chance to see their personalities a lot, or whatever.
They need to promote.
Yeah,
like period. Because so New Atlanta last year, we were weeks out from it, and all you heard was Atlanta. I share a illegal DirecTV account with somebody who lives
legal,
totally legal on a level.
Who lives somewhere down in the area, and there's a lot of commercials for Atlanta, new layout, all this stuff. You're not seeing that for other races. It's just kind of if you're a fan, you're a fan. You might
they expect you to know
something. Yeah, they do. So I think just promoting it is going to get it out there. But yeah, let's put some emphasis on the drivers. Let's do victory lane. Let's do after race interviews. You know, we're just skipping this stuff to go to freaking dog shows and USFL.
Yeah,
So
it's
yeah.
wild, and yeah, it's because like back in the 2000s, we had Jeff, we had Jimmy, Tony Stewart. We had we had at least 5 to 7 different like guys, different stars, and I agree. And as a Chase fan, I agree. I think NASCAR puts too many of their eggs in the Chase basket. Like you got it, as with anything, diversify your portfolio. Put more into William Byron, or lean into this Ross and Denny thing more. Like make that Kyle Busch commercial, but make it Ross, right? Because it was kind of insinuating Kyle's the bad guy. All right. Thanks, Ross. Ross is the bad guy. Make that commercial. Get people invested, and of course they're going to play the fight in every single commercial until our eyes bleed. But you got to diversify. You got to make more. I mean, I guess it's hard to make stars. That kind of just comes with them being good, and like Kyle Busch is a star because he's good and he's polarizing.
Well,
more of that.
There was you look back at your Dale Earnhardt Juniors and your Kyle Busch, your Tony Stewarts and all them. Those guys could be themselves because that was back before sponsorship was so critical.
Yeah,
right?
that was the point too.
It was a different time, so those guys were more free to be themselves. Where now you can tell all these young guys, specifically coming up, they've had media training. They say specific things. They are robotic, and they don't really stray too far from the line. I mean, you see Hendrick. All the Hendrick drivers are kind of like that. They don't tend to speak out.
They don't want to be the next Kyle Larson.
No.
I mean,
that's low hanging fruit, but that's the truth. They don't want to slip up like that.
That's a big slip up.
That is a big.
It is a big slip. It is a big. But I can't
that's
say
a character
fuck.
flaw.
Like I can't say.
But
fuck.
I think
like,
the thing is
fuck.
I think they don't want to. Like, there's this concern that they don't want to turn away current or potential sponsors by being too divisive. Like, because these sponsors, they're latching their brand identity onto you, and if you don't fit their mold, then they're not going to want to be associated with. So that's where you need NASCAR to come in and kind of help tell the story of these drivers and help promote them and bring them up and put them in the limelight so fans can get to know them and really get attached to each driver.
Yeah. I just don't feel like we really do talk to the drivers that much anymore. We'll do little pre-race stuff, and we get Michael going down pit road just acting like a jackass.
I hate the grid walk.
Yeah, you don't really get to know the drivers, and
the post race is just like 2 quick interviews. Like, all right, hey Ross, you just fought Noah. All right, cool, next, and then you get Kyle Larson real quick, and then it's all right, bye. Here's dog show. Like, what the hell?
Well, and that was great. That's what was great about race day back in the day. Is, you had this long pre-race type thing, and they would bring all the drivers out and talk to people, have interviews, play different games and stuff like that.
And even if I have to switch, even if if the race is on NBC or Fox, and you got to switch to FS1 or USA for post race, fine. I'll switch over. We want to watch that stuff. We want to see victory lane. We want to see more than 2 10-second interviews on pit road.
Do you guys know how long the F1 pre-race was this week?
Probably a couple hours.
Hour and a half before the race started. So
it's wild.
They talked to some of the drivers. Danica's on there for some reason.
Oh God, Lord have mercy.
Yeah, but yeah, hour and a half, and we do have a half-hour show now before the Cup races, but it's nothing of substance. They show just
dumb grid walk and Chris Myers yelling at somebody.
Yeah, and I don't even know who the chick that hosts the show is. I mean, it's a weird. Just everything about it's weird.
And post race for
nothing I want to see.
And post race for F1, it's like, okay, you have 3 decent interviews with the podium finishers, right? And then you have the whole podium thing, which is, I guess, is their victory lane. So you're getting more of a post race show than the 30 seconds for at least Fox gives you. I don't remember if NBC was any different, but we can hope. NBC tends to listen, or at least Dale Jr. tends to listen a little bit more to fans, so we'll see.
Yeah. Well, you guys ready to move on to? Let's go to kill count.
Yeah, knock that out real quick.
So we got Reddick for spinning Larson, and then we have Denny for spinning Larson.
Yeah, Larson double kill on Larson this week.
Yeah.
I guess honorary kill count was Ross for knocking out Noah there.
Getting his chin there, yeah. God, I still wish Noah got a shot, but
I know, man.
it is what it is. Let's go to Survivor. Zach, what you got?
Give me a second. I lost the page. I know I lost.
I won.
I lost very badly. I lost as bad as you can lose, I guess. I came in dead last.
Drake or Harvicked it again, but just being up there at the end.
Yep.
Here we go. Now I got it.
Who did I?
All right. So, yeah, like I was saying, I finished last with Bell. Finished fucking 36. And Joe was third with Ty Gibbs finishing 34. So me and Joe got the back of the field covered. And then Drake was second with Tyler Reddick, who got P9. And then Andrew won it with old Willie Byron. Finished P3. So I'm up first.
Or we have the scores first. What's our totals?
Great question. Great question. Let's see. Drake is still leading with 33. Andrew's closed in now at 31. I'm a little bit further back at 29. And then Joe at 27.
Wahoo!
So
I think I'm getting the bonus point for laps led at this point. I think.
If there was such a point, you might.
I mean, I have the fastest laps every lap, but I'm still hanging on to that clean air. So
there you go. So I'm gonna go with Kyle Busch. He's pretty good at Darlington, and then Randall Burnett also set up a good car for Tyler Reddick when he was in it. I think he finished second this race last year. So we'll go with old KB. Joseph, who you got?
Using my Ross pick.
Fired up this week.
He's fast. I think he's definitely due for a win, and we'll see. Hopefully Noah doesn't turn him on track, but
yeah, it's ballsy pick after that.
I don't know. I need a win. Hopefully no one gets pissed at Ross, but that's a lot to ask for.
Yeah.
Well, people get pissed at him. Hopefully nobody does anything, which isn't a lot to ask for.
True.
Drake, who you got?
I'm gonna go with almost champion from last year, Willie B.
Willie B. And
Good pick.
Andrew, who you got?
Kyle Larson.
Oh, Larson.
Get some heavy hitters this week.
He runs that high line almost as good as Reddick.
Yeah, we're all burning a pretty heavy pick here. Yeah, almost as good as Reddick. We're all burning
this is gonna be a
good pick.
Gonna be a tight race. No pun intended.
Hopefully it holds out.
Yep.
Hopefully I can catch Drake, an early Willie B exit and
probably.
A Larson win or something.
Don't worry, if he spins out early and goes 8 laps down, he'll probably make it back up somehow and win the race.
Yeah.
There you go.
They'll add 5 more stage cautions or something.
Yeah. Well, any betting? Anything betting we're looking at, Andrew?
Man, I'm gonna say I've got only one right now on my list, and it's going to be just a moonshot for the Xfinity Series. We got Ty Dillon in the number 3 RCR car at plus 6,500 to win. Ty might not be anything special in the Cup Series, but he seems to show up for Xfinity here. Yeah, he's not. Hey, man, he had some good races in that 13 back in the day.
Ty's defense, he's never really had a quality ride.
No, he's
fair, but he's silver. He's silver.
He's the ugly duckling.
Yeah,
he gets the shit rides. Well, the number 3 Austin Dillon gets the good stuff. But yeah, other than that, DraftKings really doesn't have any of the head-to-heads posted. They got the groups, which I'm not really interested in. And I will say Kyle Busch at plus 900 is not a bad bet, but I don't know. I'm not digging anything.
Fair enough.
Yep.
All right.
Oh, by the way, our bracket is completely fucked. Denny Hamlin bracket.
Hey, man, that's the winning bracket. If something else
that would have been a hell of a.
If 4 other things didn't happen, we might be in the conversation.
That's
Yeah.
a hell of a perfect bracket prize too. What, 2 years of basically
Yeah.
unlimited? I mean, you basically get a hard card for 2 years. That's insane.
Yeah, I know. Like he said that, I was like, holy shit, I need to enter like 20 of these.
Yeah.
I know.
And I didn't.
20
But,
different brackets, yeah.
So we got Chastain over Gregson. We got Suarez over Briscoe, right? I think. Did we
Yeah,
have
but
Shane?
Briscoe was out to lunch yesterday or Sunday.
Oh yeah, he was way
slow
out.
as hell.
Man, I need to bring up the results here. Did we get who else is here? God damn it!
I could probably tell you.
Jones over Kozlowski. Did we get that? I feel like Kozlowski was fast. Why do I not see Jones on this? Am I blind? Anybody? Anybody? Oh, he didn't. So Kozlowski won that one. So that's a miss.
Oh, there's one.
Yeah, Almirola over Bush. We missed that.
2.
Well, that's how it was, but we had Bush.
Yeah.
Blaney over Priest. I think we got that one correct. Yes. Maybe. Yeah. Bubba over Busher. We got that. Logano over McDowell. We got that. That one was closer than I thought it was going to be. McDowell was cracking the top 10 for a while. It worried me a bit.
I think I actually did not do that bad on my personal one.
Yeah, I'd have to look at mine. Elliott beat Truex, so we missed that one.
3.
Harvick beat Burton.
Duh, easy.
Yeah. Cindric over Stenhouse. It looked so good for so
Did we lose
long.
that one?
We lost that one.
Fuck.
When Cindric had the flat tire and wrecked.
All right, so
Dude,
that's 4.
I had Cindric over Eric Jones as my top bet of the week last week, and it hurt so badly when he wrecked out because Jones was so unbelievably slow. But yeah, let's see. Byron over LaJoy, we got that. Reddick over Dinger, we got that. Hamlin over Haley. Larson over Gilliland, we got that. Gibbs over Bowman. We did not because fucking Gibbs, man.
Yeah, I had
tearing his car up. And then Dylan over Bell. We missed that. We did so bad.
We got 10.
I only missed 3 in my personal bracket, but I had Bell going pretty deep. So
the Kyle Busch one really hurts us because we had him winning, going to the final. So yeah. Let's see what other one hurts here. It'd probably be. I think that's it. Really, everything else is decent. Oh, the Bell one. We had Bell going to the Final Four.
Ouch! I hate to see it.
Yeah. I mean, we flipped a coin at some point too to get Bell out. I think it was Bell versus Reddick. We flipped a coin.
There was a few times we flipped the coin.
Yeah, hard hitting analysis to get that pick. But yeah, I think that's it for this week, guys. Hopefully, Darlington hits as well.
I expect big things.
Yeah. Have a good night, everybody. Make sure to follow us on Twitter at the GWC Pod. YouTube is the same, and then every Spotify. I can't talk. Spotify, iTunes, Google Podcasts. We're on all of them. Follow, sub, do all the things.
Do it all. Rate us.
All the things.
Do it all.
Do it freaking all, dude.
See you.
Bye.
Greg Biffle, he is a coming.